Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward.
What's up, guys? Altcoin Tripper here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. Do your own research. Okay, so today I will be discussing Near. Near is a new, interesting layer one that I have been looking at. I guess let's just get to the chart. So obviously you saw this moon in 2021, as many other coins did. Main nuke accumulation period like every other coin in the summer, and now we have seen some very, very strong gains. You know, Near actually did very well, and it was very underhyped and not really talked about as much, even though this performed nearly as well as AVAX did. Everybody was on AVAX. I mean, obviously the TVLs and stuff on AVAX were more, but Near really did very strongly, and it never really got the hype that other layer ones did. But right now, we're actually seeing a very strong move from it. And I didn't really get in at like super low at all. I got in like $11 basically, and I'm still really bullish on it though. I think that there is going to be some more rotation, and there are a lot of VCs and a lot of people looking for new chains to play on. Phantom One, Luna, AVAX. All those have already been kind of worked on the last few months, and now Near is one that is really interesting to me. And I've been working on the Aurora chain, which is the EVM chain for the Near network. So what are we looking at here? We saw obviously Near perform very well since that summer accumulation period where it went from $2 to $12. And then it hit this kind of bullish accumulation period. And you can highlight this with uh, kind of this 50 or this 1.5 and 0 fib, where price pretty much ranged from September to December, where it didn't really do a whole lot, just kind of was within the same range, ping ponging on both ends. You can do a little higher too. I mean, either way on how you do your range, it's dependent on how you interpret charts. Personally, I like doing it from the first impulse move up and then uh, the lows. That's where usually I like to denote the range, and anything from after that point is just like a kind of a deviation. This would be a deviation, but at any point, price ranged from September to December, and now it's finally moving up. So, what are some areas to target? What are some areas to get filled on? Personally, I am going to fib out this impulse move, and the areas that I am personally targeting are I'm really targeting kind of this $13 area. I think this is pretty solid in general, and kind of my first area, I'm using the fibs. I'm hoping that this starts coming down, and I'm hoping that I can get filled anywhere from around like 13 to 12, and I'll have orders all layered all throughout this kind of area. Generally, from what I've seen, like you see very strong volume coming in, and it's also important to understand too the context of this strong volume, in the sense that the rest of the market is doing okay, but it's not like full-on mega mooning. Whereas there are some coins that are mooning strongly, like Dusk. But when you see coins doing very well in environments that are fairly choppy, that's the time to pay attention for altcoins, and Near is really doing that. And so yeah, this is kind of the area that I'm looking to bid. I'm looking to bid the 382 and the point 0.5. These are two areas of support. And you can see that with regards to volume profile as well, you can kind of see this like $13 area be support, as well as this $12, 12.50 area. So I'll be kind of looking to bid these demand areas. I think that these are going to be strong support areas on the way down. I will be a little bit concerned and iffy about this 12 or this $13 area just because this area was bid a lot before, but I do think that this will be support. So these are some areas that I'm going to bid. In terms of overall profit targets, it's really hard to say. Whenever something goes into price discovery, it's really hard to say what is going to happen with regards to like how high this stuff could go. I usually like to use fib extensions, and as you can see here, excuse me, you can see that the 1.414 got tapped and is resistance. So I'm guessing that these other future fib levels, $20 eventually will be psychological resistance, even number. That will be kind of a area to watch as well. So right here, looking at the fib extensions, 16 was an area of resistance. I'm hoping that I get filled, lower from 12 to 13. And yeah, I'm still bullish on the overall chart. I mean, it still looks pretty good to me, in my opinion. You can look for some, as I said, you can trade however you want as well. Like, even if I just use the fib here, you don't have to just, I usually recommend that you use uh, several things for confluence. Don't just use fibs, don't just use EMAs, don't just use volume profile, don't use RSI. Use several things to help confirm your idea. Personally, you can see this former all-time high level set in October is the first area up near the 382 fib around $13, followed by kind of this around the 0.5 fib of the move around $12 or so. This again is an SR level that should hold. This was resistance, kind of resistance, resistance, resistance. So theoretically, it should be support when tapped. And of course, if it starts to go down deeper, then the entire market's just fucked. Like Bitcoin is just going to nuke down. But for now, I think that near looks very strong. And those are some. My overall plan is just to go ahead and I'm already in it now, but I would like to buy more from the 12s to 13s. That's my overall plan. Let's briefly look at the near BTC chart. Again, this chart, similar to the USD chart in the sense that this is like mooning very hard, and it also hit this kind of accumulation period as well. So we can see this range high and kind of like this low as well that was set. I'm sure if I do some sort of fib, then we'll see some like the 0.5 be significant area. So yeah, this is like pretty standard stuff. The 0.5 obviously you can see here was strong support, and then price nuked or blitzed higher. Why did I choose this as my range high? I chose it for one, like it was the impulse top, and then also price revisited that area and came back down again. And usually the range is formed right where the bottom is from the range top. So in this case it was I can't read 12k satoshis area. Anyways, it's hard to really tell where this is going in terms of the Bitcoin chart. You can use fib extensions similar to the USD chart. I don't know what this long wick is. You will see these long wicks sometimes in the Bitcoin alt BTC pairs, but not really sure what this is here. It could just be Binance specific. Hard to say. But I mean, as I said, for both of these charts, they're very bullish, and I am interested in investigating new chains such as Near. I do believe that this is the best way for most people to make money, is by fucking around on the new chains. Be early to them and get in the different Telegram groups. Just find some weird Telegram groups, find some people that are informed with these protocols, and try to be early. Buy some of the dexes, buy some of the meme coins, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I am fucking around on Aurora. I think it's an interesting chain, and I do believe that the Near network has a lot of potential in the near future. Now, is it going to do what AVAX did? I don't know. But I will. I am trying to invest more and more money if I get filled. So, in terms of overall entries for the near BTC pair, I am looking at, similar to the USD pair, I will be looking to see if these demand areas, maybe like 26K Satoshis, 25K would be interesting. So yeah, I'm still bullish on Near. I think it's a good network. Check it out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.